Jai Gurudev everyone, this is Minakshi Bagde and today I am going to take the maths of class 8th understanding quadrilaterals lesson number 3 and this is the fifth part. In earlier part we have discussed the kinds of quadrilaterals and fifth part I am going to take the exercise number 3.3. So earlier I told you on kinds of quadrilateral the whole next exercises depends. So for that first we will revise what are the properties of parallelogram. So here the properties of parallelogram first is given opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite angles are equal. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Diagonals bisect each other. These are the properties of parallelogram which we have discussed earlier. Then what are the elements of parallelogram? The elements of parallelogram are 4. So here a figure is given for a parallelogram, that is parallelogram ABCD. Now what are the elements? So the first element is two pair of opposite and equal sides. Here in a parallelogram two pair of opposite and equal sides are present. They are the opposite and equal sides are AB and DC. They both are opposite and equal. Then AD and BC. Then the next is second element is given two pair of opposite and equal angles. Here two pair of opposite and equal angles are present. So total number of angles are here 4. Angle A is opposite to angle C and the opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Then angle B is equals to angle D. Then next is given 4 pair of adjacent sides. Here present 4 pair of adjacent sides in a parallelogram. Then that the 4 pair of adjacent sides are AB is adjacent to BC. Then BC is adjacent to CD. CD is adjacent to DA and DA is adjacent to AB. So these are the 4 adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Then the last element is 4 pair of adjacent angles. Here in a parallelogram 4 pair of adjacent angles are present. So here total number of angles are 4 and the adjacent angles are angle A is adjacent to angle B. Angle B is adjacent to angle C, angle C is adjacent to angle D and angle D is adjacent to angle A. So this type 4 pair of adjacent angles are present. So these are the properties and elements of the parallelogram. Remember these properties and elements while solving the problems. So now we will start with the exercise number 3.3. Question number 1. So in question number 1 it is given a parallelogram ABCD. Complete each statement along with the definition or property used. So here it is given a parallelogram ABCD. This is the figure which is given in the question, and using this figure, that is a parallelogram ABCD, we have to complete the statement given below, and for this statement we have to use the proper definition or we have to state the property which we used. So here ABCD is a parallelogram. So total number of sides are here 4, total number of angles are 4, and here 2 diagonals are present. The first diagonal is AC and the second diagonal is BD, and this diagonal bisect each other here at point O. Now the first statement is given AD is equals to dash. So here AD is a side of a parallelogram, and we know that the two pair of opposite and equal sides are present, and AD is equals to BC. So here we can write AD is equals to BC since opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Then second is given angle DCB is equals to dash. So angle DCB B. And angle DCB means here they are indicating the angle C, and we know that angle C is equals to angle A because they both are opposite angles, and in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So we can say angle DCB is equals to angle DAB. Angle DCB is equals to angle DAB since opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So whatever we are writing here, that are the properties. Then next is given OC is equals to dash. So what is OC here? OC, we know that AC is the diagonal of a parallelogram, and this diagonal is intersecting here with the another diagonal, that is BD, and if it is intersecting here means it is the midpoint, and if it is a midpoint then we can say OC and OA are equal. It means the equidistance from O to C and O to A are equal. So here we can write OC equals to OA, that is OC equals to OA since diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Then next, fourth is given measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA is equals to dash. So measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA means measure of angle D plus measure of angle A is equals to dash. So we know that the angle D and angle A are adjacent angle, and adjacent angles are supplementary, and if these two angles are supplementary then the measure of supplementary angle is 180 degree. Therefore measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA equals to 180 degree because adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Then question number 2. In question number 2 it is given consider the following parallelogram, find the values of unknown x, y, z. So here we have to consider that they are the parallelogram, as it is given they are the parallelogram, and in which we have to find out the unknown values that are x, y and z. So total number of figures are given here 5. In that some angles are given, some are not, so that unknown angles we will find out. So first question and first figure, it is a parallelogram. Here it is again given figure. So it is a parallelogram ABCD. Now in this ABCD the angle B is given, that is 100 degree. Now the unknown values of x, y and z we have to find out. It means here we have to find out angle C, angle D and angle A. So now angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degree. Yes, angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degree because angle B and angle C are adjacent angle and adjacent angles are supplementary, and the measure of supplementary angle is always 180 degree. It means angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degree. Adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Then here angle B is already given, that is 100 degree. So 100 degree plus x equals to 180 degree. Then x equals to 180 degree minus 100 degree equals to 80 degree. Therefore here we got x as 80 degree. It means we got angle C as 80 degree. Now we know that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal and angle C is opposite to angle A. It means if we got x as 80 degree, therefore z is also 80 degree. Therefore z equals to x is equals to 80 degree since opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now we want y. the value of y we want means angle D. So already angle B is given and we know that angle B and angle D are opposite. It means opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Therefore y is equals to 100 degree since opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Then next, second. In second parallelogram, here also we have to find out the value of x, y and z. One angle is given, that is 50 degree, and here two interior angles we have to find out, that is x and y, and z is the exterior angle of the parallelogram. Therefore x plus 50 degree equals to 180 degree. Why? X and 50 degree angle which is given, they both are adjacent angles and adjacent angles are supplementary. It means x plus 50 degree is equals to 180 degree. Therefore x equals to 180 degree minus 50 degree, that equals to 130 degree. Then we got x as 130 degree. Here we got the value of x. Now we want the value of y, and we know that in the figure x and y are opposite to each other, that is in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So if x equals to 130 degree, then y is also equals to 130 degree. Now we want the value of z. So notice here x and y are corresponding angles, and if they are corresponding angles means the measure of corresponding angle is equal. Therefore z equals to x equals to 130 degree because they are corresponding angles. Then third is a parallelogram in which one angle is given, that is 30 degree, and remaining x, y, z we have to find out. So here x equals to 90 degree. Why x equals to 90 degree? Here see, they both are vertically opposite angles. We know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So here it is given a 90 degree angle and x is exactly opposite to it, means it is vertically opposite angle, and the vertically opposite angles are always equal. Therefore we can say x is equals to 90 degree because it is a vertically opposite angle. Now we got here x. Now this portion we can consider it as a rectangle, a triangle, and we know that by using angle sum property of a triangle we can find out the angle unknown one. So here we got x as 90 degree, here 30 degree is given. Now we want the value of y. So if we are considering it as a triangle, then by using the angle sum property of a triangle we can find out the third angle. So that is, by using angle sum property of a triangle, y plus x plus 30 degree is equals to 180 degree, and here we got x as 90 degree. Then y plus 90 degree plus 30 degree equals to 180 degree. Then y plus 90 plus 30 is 120 degree. Y plus 120 degree equals to 180 degree. Then y equals to 180 degree minus 120 degree, which is equals to 60 degree. So here we got y as 60 degree. Now we want z. So notice in this figure y and z are alternate angles, and alternate angles are always equal. Therefore z equals to y equals to 60 degree as they are alternate angles. Then fourth, in fourth a parallelogram is given with one angle that is measure 80 degree. Now we have to find out the values of x, y and z. So here z is equals to 80 degree. Why? Because the 80 degree angle which is given is corresponding to z, and if they both are corresponding angle means their measure will be equal. So here we got the value of z as 80, that is z equals to 80 degree corresponding angles because they are corresponding angles. Now we have to find out x and y. So 80 degree angle and x are the adjacent angle, and adjacent angles are supplementary, means 80 degree plus x equals to 180 degree. So here x plus 80 degree equals to 180 degree. Adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Then x equals to 180 degree minus 80 degree, that equals to 100 degree. Therefore we got the value of x as 100 degree. Now we want the value of y. So in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So if this angle is 80 degree, it means y is also 80 degree, because y and 80 degree angle which is given, they both are opposite. So therefore y is equals to 80 degree, because opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Then fifth one, here it is given a parallelogram in which we have to find out the value of x, y and z, and here two angles are given, that is 112 degree and this one as 40 degree. Now y is equals to 112 degree. How? Because the 112 degree angle which is given is exactly opposite to y, and in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Therefore y is equals to 112 degree. Now we consider, see here in this parallelogram a diagonal is drawn, and if this diagonal is drawn, it means this parallelogram is divided into two portions, and the first portion we can consider it as a triangle, and this one is another triangle, means two triangles are formed here. So here if we formed one triangle, then by using the angle sum property of a triangle we can find out the unknown angle, as we got here y is equals to 112 and here 40 degrees given, it means we want x. So by using angle sum property of a triangle we can find out the value of x. So here 40 degree plus y plus x equals to 180 degree, angle sum property of a triangle. So 40 degree plus 112 degree plus x equals to 180 degree. 40 plus 112 degree is 152 degree plus x equals to 180 degree. Then transfer this 152 to another side in the form of subtraction, as it is given in the form of addition. So x equals to 180 degree minus 152 degree, that equals to 28 degree. So here we got x as 28 degree. Now x and z are alternate angle, and we know that alternate angles are always equal. So if x is 28 degree, then z is also 28 degrees. Therefore z equals to x equals to 28 degree. Then question number 3. In question number 3, it is given, can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if the conditions are given? So it is given in this question, can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if the first condition is given, angle D plus angle B equals to 180 degree. Is it possible? So for that we will draw a parallelogram ABCD, and the condition is given here, angle D plus angle B equals to 180 degree. So it is not possible, because angle D and angle B are opposite angles. Yes, the measure of these two opposite angles can be 180 degree, but the addition of these two cannot be, means we cannot add the opposite angles. So that's why angle D plus angle B equals to 180 degree, it can be, but here it need not to be, means it is not possible here, because they both are the opposite angles. Then the second condition is given, can a quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram if AB equals to BC equals to 8 centimeter, AD equals to 4 centimeter and BC equals to 4.4 centimeter. So here a given parallelogram ABCD, and the measures are given here. AB equals to DC equals to 8 centimeters. So yes, it is true, because AB and DC are opposite sides of a parallelogram, so they are equal as given here 8 centimeter. Then next it is given AD equals to 4 centimeter. AD is 4 centimeter, but here it is given BC as 4.4 centimeter, which is not possible, as AD and BC are opposite sides, so that the opposite side should be equal, so it is also not possible. So here no. In this case, because one pair of opposite sides are equal and another pair of opposite sides are unequal, so it is not a parallelogram. Then next condition is given, angle A equals to 70 degree and angle C equals to 65 degree. So it is a parallelogram ABCD. Angle A is given 70 degree and angle C is given 65 degree, and here we can notice angle A and angle C are the opposite angle, and opposite angles of a parallelogram are always equal, but here they both are not equal, it means it is also not a parallelogram. So no, angle A is not equals to angle C, since opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram, and here opposite angles are not equal in a quadrilateral ABCD, therefore it is not a parallelogram. Then question number 4. In question number 4, it is given, draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposite angles of equal measure. So here we have to draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral which should not be a parallelogram, but it should have exactly two opposite angles of equal measure. So here we will draw a kite. Why? Because in a kite the sides are not equal but angles are equal. Sides are not equal means opposite sides are not equal, and here in the question condition is given, draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposite angles of a equal measure. So in a kite, here the consecutive sides are equal, that is AD and DC are the two consecutive sides which are equal, and AB and BC are also two consecutive sides which are equal, but here opposite sides are not equal. But we know in a kite opposite angles are equal, and here angle A, if we consider 110 degree, and here also 110 degree only, because in a kite opposite angles are equal. So ABCD is a quadrilateral in which angle A equals to angle C equals to 110 degree, therefore it could be a kite. Then question number 5. In question number 5, it is given, the measure of two adjacent angle of a parallelogram are in a ratio 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angle of a parallelogram. It is given, the measure of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in a ratio 3:2. So ratio of the adjacent angle is given here of a parallelogram. So first we will draw a parallelogram, and in this parallelogram these two sides we consider as a adjacent side, because we know that they two are adjacent sides in a parallelogram. So the ratio of that adjacent side is given, that is 3:2. So here we have to find out the measure of each of the angle of the parallelogram. So now if the ratio is given 3:2, so we can consider this first side as 3x and the second side of a parallelogram as 2x. So let two adjacent angles be 3x and 2x. Since the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary, it means the addition of these two angles is equals to 180 degrees. So that is 3x plus 2x equals to 180 degree. 3x plus 2x is 5x. 5x equals to 180 degree. Then x equals to 180 degree divided by 5. As 5 and x are given in the form of multiplication, we will transfer this 5 to another side in the form of division. So 180 divided by 5 is equals to 36 degree. So here we got the value of x is 36 degree. So if we got x as 36 degree, so we can put this value in x, that is in first adjacent angle the ratio is given 3 and we have taken this angle as 3x. So if we put here x as 36 and here also x as 36, we will get the measure of these two angles. So the first angle, that is angle 1, is equals to 3x, that equals to 3 into 36 degree, which is equals to 108 degree. And the another angle is given 2x and we got the value of x as 36. So we will multiply this 2 with 36, that is 2 into 36 degree equals to 72 degrees. So here we got the measure of two adjacent angles as 108 degree and this one as 72 degree. And we know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, and here it is given find the measure of each angle of the parallelogram. And if we got this angle as 108 degree, it means this angle is also 108 degree, and we got the second adjacent angle as 72 degree. If this is 72 degree angle, then the opposite angle to this, that is also 72 degree. Then question number 6. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of angle of the parallelogram. So here it is given in the question, two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. It is given that the two adjacent angle of a parallelogram have equal measure, same as the question number 5. Find the measure of angle of a parallelogram. So here we have to find out the measure of the remaining angles of the parallelogram, means all angles we have to find out. So here let each adjacent angle be x. We will consider here each adjacent angle as a x, because here given two adjacent angle of a parallelogram are of equal measure. If they have equal measure, so we can consider that both as x only. So if each one is x, then next is also x. So since the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary, yes, therefore the two adjacent angle x and the second is also x, so that is x plus x equals to 180 degree. X plus x is 2x, which is equals to 180 degree. Then we will transfer this to another side in the form of division. So that is x equals to 180 degree divided by 2, that equals to 90 degree. So here we got the value of x as 90 degree, hence each adjacent angle is 90 degree. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope whatever I taught in this video, that is understand by you. Thank you so much.